In May of 2012, The High Strung had just played the record release show for our album, Possible, Oh Impossible. I'd just set the microphone back upon the stand, and Derek, drums, and I were stumbling out of the bar. From the bar's shadows, an imp came, a gorgeous pair of bright green eyes and legs so long she must have been standing in the cellar. She spoke, too. "Do you have any more of that face paint?" Before the show, I'd used a Sharpie on myself. Easy designs. "Yes," I told her, reaching into the pocket of my jacket. But the imp had hands, and she took hold of my face and rubbed it against her own. Voila, a painted face, and the beginning of something too. This book is for Allison Lacco, who got Black Mad Wheel piecemeal, spark by spark, as every night I relived for her the day's excited writing. For that, there will always be a path, tracks, made by a wheel perhaps, leading from her to me, then to the book, and back to us again. I like that. We'll forever know which way the wheels rolled. I love you, Allison. Part 1. F. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. The patient is awake. A song he wrote is fading out, as if, as he slept, it played on a loop, the soundtrack of his unbelievable slumber. He remembers every detail of the desert. The first thing he sees is a person. That person is the doctor. Wearing khaki pants and a Hawaiian shirt, he doesn't dress like a doctor, but the bright science in his eyes gives him away. "You've been hurt very badly." His voice is confidence. His voice is control. "It's an unparalleled injury, Private Tonka. To live through something so—" He makes fists about chest high, as though catching a falling word. "Unfair." Philip recognizes more than medicine in the man who stands a foot from the end of his cot. The strong, lean physique, the unnaturally perfect hair, the skin as unwrinkled as a desert dune. This doctor is military. "Now," the doctor says, "let me tell you why this is such an incredibly difficult thing to do." Philip hasn't fully processed the room he is in. The borders of his vision are blurred. How long has he been here? Where is here? But the doctor isn't answering unasked questions like these. "Had you broken only your wrists and your elbows, we might surmise that you fell, hit the ground in just such a way. But you've broken your humeri, radii, and ulni too. Your radial tuberosities, coracoid processes, trochleas, and each of the 27 bones in your hands." He smiles. His smile says Philip ought to share in the astonishment. "I don't expect you to know the names of every bone in the human body, Philip, but what I'm telling you is that you didn't just break your wrists and elbows. You broke almost everything." Sudden whispers from somewhere Philip can't see. Maybe voices in a hall. Philip tries to turn his head to look. He can't. He can't move his neck at all. He opens his mouth to say something, to say he can't move, but his throat is dry as summer sand. He closes his eyes. He sees hoof prints in that sand. "Now, had you broken only both hands and arms, I might dream up an accident you were involved in, the victim of a press, say, a vice of some sort. Possibly both your arms were on a table and a heavy weight fell upon them. But, of course, it was not only your hands and arms that were broken. The femurs, tibiae, and fibulae on both legs are cracked, too, as were the patellae, medial epicondyles, every transverse axis, which ought to have been enough to cause a coma itself, as well as most of the 26 bones in each of your feet." The doctor speaks with such freedom, moves with such health that Philip feels parodied by comparison. "I suppose one might reenact the scene, place you on a cliff's edge, arms and legs hanging over that chasm, as something so cruelly shaped, just wrong enough to connect with each of the aforementioned bones, fell from the sky."